Francis, we've got 2 more macaroni and cheeses today, sent to us by the wonderful Matthew Toothman. We've got this Batchelor's brand, we've got this Marshall's brand. They're both Sachet Macs. They come in nice little sachets. We're going to take a look at them, try them out today on BoxMac.
Right.
We have a little bit of experience with Sachet Macs.
Some bad times. One of them was satisfactory after about 2 hours of sitting, and then the other one was disgusting straight away.
It was awful. I don't know what to do, Frank. We've been cooking this mac for an hour. No was a sachet. That wasn't that bad.
It's been like this for so many minutes. this hopeless, milky...
Anyway, we've got one from Marshall's here. Last time we had the ham one from them that I thought was quite good. You thought was a bit rubbish.
No, I actually liked it, but then our crew tried it.
Our cameraman, EJ Massa, hated it. He said it was disgusting and vile. This was from a company called Batchelors, and it's kind of making a sad statement about who's going to be using the Mac.
Well, it's a play on words. It's spelled B-A-T-C-H, batch, as in a batch of food.
Sure, that's not just English spelling.
I don't know now. When you say that sounds just made.
It doesn't.
Made right the hell up. No, it's a food company.
Okay. What about this Marshall's brand though? This is our second Mac from them. I think a little research is warranted, don't you?
They're public.
All right.
Their net income is 18.2 million.
That's not bad then.
They're a UK-based manufacturer of natural stone and concrete hard landscaping products.
I thought
this can't be right.
Company. You've been giving us data that's all rubbish.
It's like mostly mac and cheese. You search Marshall Foods and it's nothing but pastas and cheesy pastas. I think this is like their Kraft.
You think so?
It's Marshall's Mac. That's what it's called. When you go to their website, it's just
prominently featured. Lots of varieties.
Bunch of mac and cheese.
Kind of reminds me of the H-E-B.
Marshall's is a brand steeped in heritage dating back to 1885.
Ooh, a story.
Everything's a little older.
Well, 1885, we did exist then.
We did, but you know, Marshall's cheesy and ham macaroni and Marshall's cheesy macaroni are delicious at any time of the day. They also do a cheesy and tomato.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't get that one.
No.
Thankfully, my OXO implements all have metric measurements on them. 10 grams of butter or margarine, optional but really tasty, and I quite like that.
50 grams of butter or margarine.
50?
I'm starting to think that Marshall's is like the premier Mac brand of the UK.
Well, somebody from the UK will have to tell us. Maybe Mr. Matt Toothman.
What a name, by the way, Toothman. I mean, like,
that's wonderful.
Frankly,
He's not even British. He's from the Americas.
That's true, so I can't make my joke, really.
You can't even make a joke.
Does he have family there?
Maybe.
The Toothmans?
Maybe he just loves the culture.
Because surely the Toothmans come from the UK. The Teethmen.
I'm not going to put any added salt, Frankie. You don't drain these, so it's very hard to figure out. We can add optional salt.
It'll retain the salt, every bit of salt you put in it. I hate these so much. Just staring at this milky glob of nonsense for 1 hour.
See, this one's quite different. This one we have to bring this to a boil. This one we put everything in right now. That same wonderful Marshall's pasta.
That explains why on the back of their bag they're going on and on about the pasta types. It smells Parmesan-y.
Yeah, it does. How's it looking?
Terrible. This is the point. Yeah, this is someday going to turn into food.
Really long, thin noodles.
Whoa. Look at those things.
Yeah.
They look like
Well, you can't put that in the show. You're going to have to cut it out.
The prep is always a problem.
Yeah, and now we're having to focus exclusively on the prep. We can't make any witty banter about the Queen.
Is it starting to resemble food at all?
Oh, this one's doing awful, Frankie. Look at it. It looks gross and disgusting.
I just want to abort.
You can't abort. Do you remember that time we didn't eat mac on the show and everyone got so pissed?
You're referring to the Camping Mac episodes, which were split into 2 parts.
Because we had so much witty banter.
Well, no, it was because of the length of time it took for the Sachet Macs to cook. We learned about our show at that time.
That we gotta eat a Mac or it's not BoxMac.
Yeah, they don't mind multi-part. Like they tolerated 4 parts of Canada.
Sure.
But what they don't want is for us to like just stop the show midway.
Yeah, and not eat any Mac.
They can't move on with their Sunday until you and I have
eaten some macaroni and cheese.
It's got sort of a lime green to
it. A lime green color. The noodles look as firm as can be. The sauce is already thick.
Also, the portions are really tiny. I swear to God, there's like 10 noodles in this whole thing.
It's called Batchelors, Frankie. It's just for you. Just dreadful. Oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not the color dial on your television.
That one looks quite like a matte color.
Yeah. You can calibrate your monitor to this.
Yeah, to that one there. Oh, it's miserable. It's like onion pasta. That's what it is. Bloody onion pasta. And the noodles are tough.
This has an onion on it. It looks like it's now like a soft Jell-O.
If I let it sit anymore, it's going to become like dog food. It's not ready.
What does it taste like?
Like nothing at all. Nothing at all.
An hour later, this will be edible. Serve it up.
I'm not going to put much in a bowl because...
This is an area of Britain you don't want to visit.
Don't go to Sachetland.
Crapshire. There's no glamour shot to get here, EJ.
No, get it anyway.
Oh, noodle.
Oh, noodle. Batchelor's.
The Batchelor's
super pasta and sauce.
Super
Macaroni
pasta and
cheese.
sauce. These long...
Oh, the noodles are crunchy.
We're reliving the Camping Max one. I don't think this says anything about the UK necessarily. I wouldn't want to be judged by the Camping Max.
I think this one is as done as it's going to get.
Can I say, John, the cheese sauce on that one we just had wasn't that bad.
It tastes like onions almost completely.
It is very oniony. I prefer that to the ham flavor of the last one.
In a traditional macaroni and cheese, onion is a
I don't
key
mind
part.
the cheese sauce. It's just it didn't cook. Let's revise our statement here. That was not a terrible mac.
No, I guess
that was just a problematic mac. Hashtag problematic.
I'm so disappointed. I followed the directions. What?
I'm crunching them like chips.
Yeah, I know.
You think that this is ready to roll? This is a leap of faith.
Look, it's as good as it's going to get, right? Give it a good stir before
The
you
penitent
serve it.
man shall pass.
It's a leap of faith. You must believe, boy. You must believe.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks right. Very cheesy. Looks like kind of a deluxe almost.
John, in 30-some episodes, I have never seen a mac this orange.
Really?
Maybe the goldfish?
My Frankenmac was this orange.
Really, this orange. This is bleeding into red.
I'm pretty disappointed.
It's not that bad. Great pasta, weak sauce.
And I don't like the way the pasta's cooked up.
We can't blame the pasta. We have to blame the sachet and the prep.
Neither of these is as good as the last two we had.
I wish that the pasta was cooked. That would be nice. I'd say it's 78%. This is a bag of chips, which in the UK means French fries.
And a bag of crisps. I'm glad we didn't do these last because this would be such a down note to end on. Like the start of World War II is a real down note.
Yeah, not since the London bombings.
Has there been a Mac? Of the two, this one's better. The oniony, garlicky one.
As Winston Churchill said, you can fool some of the people some of the time.
All right, we'll see you next time on BoxMac.
For the final round of UK. Well, I don't need to eat any more of these.
No.
The Sachet Macs were god-awful, but last week we tried some UK Macs that were generally fine. Also, if you'd like to watch us hate international Macs, see our return trip to Canada. The UK finale next week, here on Red Cow.